हेलो सबको नमस्ते। आईएफएफ न्यूज़ की नई वीडियो में सबको स्वागत है। एंड आज हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे। सबको पता है किसको लेके, ईस्ट बंगाल और एफसी गोवा का जो मैच होने वाला है कल। काफी इंपॉर्टेंट गेम है ईस्ट बंगाल के लिए, गोवा के लिए भी। मैच का अपडेट्स, प्री मैच जो प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस था उसको लेके भी हम लोग बात करेंगे। एंड आई थिंक दिस वुड बी समथिंग quite interesting, that how East Bengal and FC Goa fight it out in Fatorda tomorrow. So I'll not take much time. Coming straight to the point, Jishan bhai, um,
जी
if we see the match how it is poised right now, FC Goa and East Bengal, FC Goa will miss services of Sandesh Jingan and Ikhar, yes, for tomorrow's game, which is a big blow for FC Goa. And how do you see the team? Do you think this game is evenly balanced, or you have a favorite for this game?
I think I think I will give FC Goa a big edge over East Bengal,
Hmm.
mostly because of the coach Manolo Marquez. उन्होंने जिस तरीके से टीम को खिला रही है,
Hmm.
and then the balance play all over the park, the
Hmm.
intensity with which the team
Hmm.
starts the game, and
Hmm.
after scoring, the way they hold the game, the way they
Correct.
maintain the position, the holding
Hmm.
game
Hmm.
and all.
Hmm.
Uh,
Correct.
of course, no Iker, that is a big blow. I think.
Hmm.
In case of Sandesh Jingan, of course, season customer. I mean,
Hmm.
big name in Indian football.
Hmm.
Very well. I mean, very well. Very good player. Very good center back, no doubt. I
Hmm.
think there will be a young center back in his place.
Neem Dorji will play
Kharbudon.
most likely.
Kharbud.
Kharbutok or Neem Dorji, both of them. Manolo said one of them would play the game tomorrow.
Okay.
दोनों में कोई
So
एक खेलेगा,
Kharbudon,
नीम दोर्जी
I
खेलेगा
was
या खेलेगा। हाँ।
I was impressed with Kharbudon. I have seen him in a game against Al Nassr.
हम्म, हम्म,
So and listen, the thing is, East Bengal has one type of momentum
हम्म,
which brought them here in the final. Also,
हम्म,
FC Goa also has another kind of momentum which they are
हम्म,
bringing from their Asian experience.
करेक्ट, करेक्ट।
And also the
और
coach
आज ये
Manolo Marcos.
डिस्कस भी हुआ है, निशान भाई, आज ये डिस्कस भी हुआ था जब प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस चल रहा था। आई थिंक कोलकाता से ही कोई जर्नलिस्ट था, उन्होंने पूछा दैट ये क्या जो एफसी में गेम खेल रहा है गोवा, इसके लिए उनको एडवांटेज मिलेगा कि नहीं। तो आई थिंक दिस वाज क्वेश्चन वाज आस्क्ड टू मनोलो आल्सो। हाँ, यू कैन कंटिन्यू एंड कैन ऐड टू दैट। हाँ।
Yes, actually, bhai, see, FC Goa has won 4 matches in this season,
हम्म,
including the one against the Omani Cup champions in the AFC Champions League 2 playoffs,
यस, यस।
and then the 3 wins in the Super Cup. If you look at these matches, also in the matches against the Iraqi champions, the way they started the games, you see, in those 4 games, in each of these 4 games they scored in the first half, and
करेक्ट।
out of and 3 out of these 4 games, 3 out of these 4 wins, they have scored within 20 or 25 minutes. So there are two
करेक्ट।
things. There are two things to take away. That is, they start the game on a very positive note. Pressing, creating opportunities through the flanks, manipulating the midfield play to create those gaps in and around the zone 14 area. And also because they are coming from high intensity matches of Asia, they also get an edge over fellow Indian sides. So this is also the thing. So in case of East Bengal, मैं ये कहना चाहता हूँ कि East Bengal needs to survive, and they need to be careful in the first hour, in the first half.
करेक्ट, करेक्ट।
To handle the intensity, the type of tactical mindset, game plan Manolo Marquez brings against his opponent. So the first,
स्पेशली ऑन द फर्स्ट हाफ, राइट? स्पेशली
yes,
ऑन द फर्स्ट हाफ।
the first half is going to be very important for East Bengal, for both teams. East Bengal needs to survive this first half, and I think from second half both teams will be equal, or East Bengal may even, you know, have have a sort of upper hand.
अगर मैं इस बारे में एक्चुअली फर्स्ट हाफ सेकंड हाफ का बात जब चल रहा है, मैं जो जो ज्वाइन कर सबको बोलूंगा प्लीज लाइक कर दीजिएगा वीडियो को एंड डू शेयर विद योर फ्रेंड्स एंड फैमिली, डू लाइक द वीडियो। फर्स्ट हाफ सेकंड हाफ के बारे में और एक भी चीज है जिशान भाई, जो है गोवा का, जो आप देखोगे अगर सेमीफाइनल का मैच भी आप उठा के देख लो मुंबई के साथ, वो लोग मैच खेल रहे थे। फर्स्ट हाफ गोवा वाज अ डिफरेंट टीम, सेकंड हाफ गोवा वाज अ टोटली डिफरेंट टीम। अगर लाल चांगते अगर वो पेनल्टी मिस नहीं करता और सेकंड मुंबई सिटी एफसी सेकंड हाफ के चांसेस अगर कैपिटलाइज कर देते, गेम काफी डिफरेंट हो सकती थी। आज इनफैक्ट प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में भी जब पूछा गया मनोलो को दैट आपको क्या लगता है, दैट डू यू थिंक दैट द इंटेंसिटी वाज मिसिंग इन द सेकंड हाफ, वो बोले वी सर्वाइव्ड इट, वी हैड टू सर्वाइव दैट टाइम। आपका बात आई टोटली एग्री विथ यू इन दिस एस्पेक्ट। एंड उल्टा साइड में अगर मैं ईस्ट बंगाल का देखूं, उनका जनरली ऑस्कर के टाइम में देखा गया सेकंड हाफ में द ईस्ट बंगाल इज गुड इन चेजिंग गेम्स नाउ आफ्टर ऑस्कर हैज केम ओवर। द बेस्ट पार्ट व्हिच आई थिंक ईस्ट बंगाल हैज डन, उनका जो सेकंड हाफ का गेम है वो काफी अच्छा है। एंड आई थिंक उसमें ना काफी काफी अगर देखिए संतुलन जो रहता है वो काफी बढ़िया रहता है प्लेयर के साथ जो भी होगा। बट कल का मैच आई थिंक इट्स इवन स्टीवंस है निशान भाई, मिडफील्ड का भी गेम होने वाला है कल। इट विल बी अ वेरी वेरी गुड गेम, गेम इज इन द मिडफील्ड। कल का मैच का जो आंसर है मिडफील्ड में लिखा हुआ है। गोवा हैज गॉट अ गुड मिडफील्ड बैक्ड बाय ईस्ट बंगाल आल्सो, सॉलिड मिडफील्ड। हाउ डू यू सी द गेम्स एंड द फाइट्स इन द मिडफील्ड? आपको क्या लग रहा है कौन
I
कौन
think
सा गेम
it will
टसल
be very
इंपॉर्टेंट?
evenly matched. It will be very evenly matched in the middle. But the crucial part is also how the fullback support the midfield in terms of defending and then going forward. What I see is uh, FC Goa has better fullbacks. If we talk about making those forward surges, creating opportunities, supporting the midfield from the flank. I think Boris and Akash are well balanced. Although yes, they are not. Golok. They're not performing on a regular basis. I mean, ups and downs. They're going through ups and downs in terms of performance. But I think Boris and Akash, especially Akash, are well balanced in both offensive and defensive play. Then is Bengal's Rakip and Joy Gupta. I think Joy is fantastic as a defender. He brings the physicality, the energy, and Rakip has also upped his game, especially in the last game. But still, I think Boris and Akash has had better outing in the season so far. And if we talk about the midfield, this is very interesting. I mean, you see Miguel against Borja Herrera. Also, you see Rashid against Timur. I mean, this will be very interesting. I think it will be very entertaining in the middle of the park. It is to see if what I feel is maybe is Bengal. I don't think Oscar. I mean, Oscar has this option to maybe overload the midfield, overload the middle area. But I don't think he will go to that option because if you go to that option, Miguel, you're not really managing Miguel's capability to the full potential. The way he moves around, freely creating those chances. So I think it will be a very tempting show in the middle.
It will be, and I think भाई साहब जो बात बोल रहे हैं, I think साइनिंग ट्रावा कोइसी की, I think उनका नाम मैं नहीं ले पा रहा हूँ। उन्होंने बोला इट्स गोइंग टू बी अ टफ मैच, हिरोशी इज अ मेजर पॉइंट ऑफ कंसर्न एज पर हिज परफॉर्मेंस सो फार। ये बात उनको बोलूंगा। एक्चुअली आज मैं कोलकाता में जो, बिकॉज मैं कोलकाता के बाहर हूँ, मैं कोलकाता में जितने मेरे दोस्त हैं जो रिपोर्टर्स उनसे बात कर रहा था, मैं नाम ही लेके बोलता हूँ। शिवाजी के साथ आज मेरा बात हो रहा था, जो वर्तमान पेपर में भी लिखते हैं। तो शिवाजी मेरे को एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट बात बोला दैट मेन प्रॉब्लम शायद इस टीम का है, जो गोल स्कोरिंग एबिलिटी इस टीम का नहीं है। गोल स्कोरर्स मतलब द स्ट्राइकर्स आर नॉट एबल टू गेट द गोल्स। आज पता नहीं हमीद खेलेगा कि नहीं खेलेगा, प्रैक्टिस आज किया था, I think people wanted to ask about Hamid's update. I think it will be on Oscar to play him or not, but he's available for selection. I think it will be on Oscar that he will play or not. But Hiroshi का गोल पाना भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होता है, बिकॉज वो रेफरेंस में मैं बोलूंगा जब भी कोई बड़ा इंटेंस, जब हम लोग काफी इंपॉर्टेंट गेम खेलते हैं, वहां पर स्ट्राइकर का गोल पाना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होता है, एंड इन दिस काइंड ऑफ गेम्स। तो हिरोशी को क्या आप देख पा रहे हो फॉर्म में या आपको लगता है हामिद से ही खिलाना चाहिए? बिकॉज डू यू थिंक हिरोशी को लेकर आई थिंक अ सर्टेन सेक्शन ऑफ सपोर्टर्स आर नॉट सो हैप्पी विद हिरोशी's recruitment. I see, as in what I see of my East Bengal fellow friends.
फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल भाई हामिद को ऑप्शन पे रखना होगा फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल। आई थिंक if we see the last match, East Bengal's last match, Hiroshi is gaining some momentum in terms of match fitness, or certain movements that he did, that he creating the wide and all. So as there is no Sandesh Jingan, and Hiroshi is a very physical number 9. He has the height, he has the physique. So I think what East Bengal can do to survive the first half, they can put Hiroshi in the first 11. He can disturb the opponent defense, disturb the with his physicality or the height. They will be in some sort of on a downward slope in terms of build up. I think FC Goa, because Sanjay Jingar is not there, so they can use Hiroshi to disturb the flow and then bring Hamid to up the
In the second half.
intensity in the second half. but
Sure.
भाई मैं जो कह रहा हूँ कि हामिद को आप ये एफोर्ड नहीं कर सकते कि हामिद को आप बेंच पे ही ना रखें. You have to put
Okay.
Hamid on the bench. You have to put him in the option. And I think he should come in the second half. I think. But
I know.
but as I said, but thing is how the game progresses. That is also important. How you see the game, how the as per your match reading.
100%. जिशन भाई, एक चीज मैं बोलूंगा, यहाँ पर बहुत सारे आई थिंक नेक्स्ट जेन ब्लू बोल रहा है एडमन शुड स्टार्ट ऑफ इन प्लेस ऑफ हिरोशी. ही वांट्स अ इंडियन प्लेयर टू स्टार्ट दिस गेम. आर यू फॉर ऑफ, आप क्या इससे सहमत हो, और यू हैव अ डिफरेंस इन ओपिनियन इन दिस?
I think there will be one or two Indian locals, or maybe more, that could start ahead of Hiroshi, but not in this setup, not in East Bengal setup. I think you have to go with Hiroshi. I think he is gaining the momentum, he is gaining the intensity or other stuff. I think in the final, uh, uh, let's not overthink much. Let's just go with the same 11 that we had in the last game. Maybe of course Joy Gupta will come in place of Lalchung. So this is it, I think.
नहीं, वो तो है, और साथ साथ में एक चीज भी होगा, ईस्ट बंगाल का ये गेम उनका कुछ एक्स प्लेयर के साथ भी है, सिवेरियो टोरो, देन यू हैव गॉट बोरा हेरेरा इन द मिडफील्ड, एंड आज सॉल क्रिस्पो को बोला गया दैट इट इज हाउ इट इज लाइक प्लेइंग अगेंस्ट योर फॉर्मर टीममेट्स इन अ टूर्नामेंट. एंड बोरा का रिकॉर्ड हैज बीन फिनोमिनल. जब वो ईस्ट बंगाल के लिए खेले तभी वो सुपर कप जीते, गोवा के लिए खेले सुपर कप भी जीते, आज फिर फाइनल सुपर कप फाइनल में आ गए. he is the lucky charm, I think, for the super cup, but let's see what happens tomorrow. Do you think कल, जैसे आज एक आई थिंक हमारे ही जो चैनल से अगस्तो ने क्वेश्चन किया था बीनो जॉर्ज को, उनका क्वेश्चन था दैट ऑस्कर का नहीं रहना ऑन द बेंच, will that create an impact? Will that create an impact? Because देखिए, प्लान तो कर लेंगे, बट होता है ना इनिशियल एक रहता है बेंच से जो प्लान्स आते हैं, एज अ जो कोच से मैंने बात किया वो सब बोलते हैं इंपॉर्टेंट डे में मैदान में होना भी इंपॉर्टेंट है. सो डू यू थिंक ईस्ट बंगाल विल मिस ऑस्कर इन द साइडलाइंस?
Yes, I think a little bit. Of course there will be some impact of the coach missing. But I think initial minutes are key. You might feel a bit weird because you're already adapted to to coaches way of running the game, and also there may come certain situations in the game where a coach's instruction, the way coach also the way coach you know uh, complains to the officials or uh, जैसे प्रोटेक्ट करते हैं टीम को प्लेयर्स को from the maybe rough tactical game of the opponent or against certain decisions of the official. So yes, the presence of the coach is definitely important. It will be a bit weird at the start of the game. Definitely some sort of impact, maybe on negative side will be there. But I think, look, the setup is all same from the previous matches. East Bengal, same 11, same 4-2-3-1 setup. The players know their roles. This is a big match. Majority of the players are, have played this sort of game, more or less in their career. So I think they should step up, considering you know, the level of the game.
आज आज और एक चीज भी हुआ आई थिंक बिनो जॉर्ज को जब पूछा गया ही सेड दैट अगर मैं बोलता हूँ मैंने वो बोल रहे थे दैट डूरंट कप में हम लोग सेमीफाइनल में हार गए आईएफए शील्ड में हम लोग फाइनल में हार गए एंड इन सुपर कप वी हैव रीच्ड अगेन द फाइनल्स सो वी आर इन द लास्ट लैप सो और यहाँ पर एक सबसे बड़ा चीज जो ईस्ट बंगाल के लिए और इम्पोर्टेंट है बिकॉज उनका एएफसी स्लॉट भी इज एट स्टेक एंड ये टूर्नामेंट जीतना आई थिंक ऑस्कर के लिए भी एक बड़ा ऑक्सीजन है ईस्ट बंगाल के लिए तो है ही साथ ऑस्कर के लिए भी है सो इट्स हाई टाइम विद अ बेटर फॉरेनर सेट ऑफ फॉरेनर जो आज मानोलो ने बार बार बोला भी है मैं एक्चुअली ऑडियंस को भी बोलना चाहता हूँ मानोलो सेड दिस इज द बेस्ट ईस्ट बंगाल ही हैज सीन after he came to India. This is the best possible East Bengal he has seen. The team composition, he had utmost respect for East Bengal, and he said this team can beat any team in India right now. The East Bengal current team. Do you agree with this? Because ये East Bengal जो ऑस्कर का ये साल बिकॉज ऑस्कर को ये टीम वो खुद से बनाया है अगर ये सक्सेस मिलता है ये टोटली जो सक्सेस का क्रेडिट ऑस्कर को ही मिलेगा बिकॉज द टीम बिल्डिंग से लेके सब कुछ में ऑस्कर काफी जोरों से इन्वॉल्व थे इस बार ईस्ट बंगाल टीम के साथ do you agree with that firstly
Yes, I agree. I definitely agree with that. Oscar has come at a time जब आपको कुछ और हारना नहीं था. The last season when East Bengal lost, 7 or 8 matches in a row, including the pre-season warm-ups, then in the league, then also started the AFC Challenge League drawing against a Bhutanese club. So he came at a time when all everyone could do is to move forward.
Correct.
There was nothing much worse could happen from then on. And also East Bengal as a club, this is maybe fifth or sixth season in the ISL for East Bengal probably. Right.
Yes,
so
yes, correct.
They have also gone through things. They have also gained experiences. They have also learned a lot. So you see multiple factors came and met at a certain point where you can expect only good, and that is happening with East Bengal. Of course, this is also hard work. Also, the amount of time you needed to learn and understand the situation of such league.
Correct.
So and also, of course, Oscar has been instrumental to whatever East Bengal has achieved so far from the last season. They have qualified for the knockouts in Asia, and also I thought they competed well in the league. And now you see the semi-final, first Durand Cup semi-final. The loss against Diamond Harbour was unfortunate after beating Mohun Bagan. Then a tiebreaker loss against Mohun Bagan in the IFA Shield, and now another final. So I think only good can happen.
And we are joined by Augusto Rodriguez, our very dear friend from Goa.
Good evening from Goa.
And I think who was from the very first day very sure that East Bengal will be in the final. So Augusto, welcome to the show.
No, I didn't say very sure, but I always look at them as the favorites.
Okay. That is something, no? Because East Bengal was in a group where Mohun Bagan was there, and
Yes.
in that
Yes.
case also you thought it was a favorite, and that was a big statement there during that time, because Mohun Bagan being the ISL champion, and if you see the way East Bengal played. But coming to the point, Augusto, how is the mood in Goa right now for the Super Cup final? Because you are there, is there is buzz for the game? Because I expect many of my friends from Kolkata is traveling. What I heard to watch the game, and
I think there's going to be quite a bit of crowd. Even your East Bengal assistant coach said that a lot of East Bengal fans are supposed to come. A lot of
hmm,
FC Goa fans are going to come.
hmm,
And the
hmm,
nice thing about today's press conference was that uh, the FC Goa coach did admit that since he knew East Bengal 5 years back, this is
hmm,
the best team that the team has East Bengal has put together, and that
hmm,
they cannot be just overlooked as something you see uh, ordinary. That they are one of the best setups that are in India as far as the team is concerned. And also
hmm,
another thing he did admit was that FC Goa did not play, or FC Goa played below par during the second half of the match against Mumbai City,
hmm,
despite they having an advantage of having more game matches played in the AFC Cups and all that. He said despite that advantage,
hmm,
Mumbai City showed them a very nice aspect of themselves, and he was said that his team
hmm.
played so badly in the second half.
Correct, correct. But Augusto, do you think that uh, East Bengal being the East Bengal right now in the form East Bengal is in, what are the things East Bengal should look into? Because FC Goa at Goa are quite a difficult team to beat in. If you see the ISL records for last 2 3
Yes,
years, अगर मैं देखता भी हूँ, I think everybody would agree with me that Goa FC Goa is very difficult team to beat in Goa.
Goa.
So tomorrow, I
Yes.
think Nishan was saying today in the when we started the show, he was saying the first half will be very important for East Bengal to hold their shape. Do you agree with that?
Yes, I agree with that. Because you see, the FC Goa I see now is if they take a lead, they block all the avenues. So for you to come back is difficult. Though I would also say that you see, since East Bengal has that midfield player from America, the guy who scored the first goal, now he is a player capable of opening the game for his team. He's a very intelligent midfielder, and he's got a good strike power also. So he could be one player. Maybe FC Goa would try to nail him down uh, to stop the game of the team forward. Uh, and I think that is one aspect that the East Bengal should ponder about, not giving FC Goa the leverage during the first half. If they do manage to score, if East Bengal does manage to score, then they might have a slight advantage. I say slight because then the FC Goa fans may play their role. But again, Simon, if you go to see yesterday after Mumbai City scored,
Hmm.
the stadium was silent.
Hmm.
The fans were shocked. So,
Hmm.
so I think they were shocked because they were shocked in the manner FC Goa played. That was not
Correct.
expected from them. You see,
Correct.
and the manner, the response of Bombay City was excellent. So the fans were silent throughout the match, and I did wonder at one stage,
Hmm.
had Mumbai City scored an equalizer, would the fans remain silent, or would they then just wake up, and wouldn't it be late?
Hmm.
You
Hmm.
just don't wake up once it's a draw, and then your time is running out. So that
Correct.
was a question that passed my mind, witnessing the silence of the fans.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I think one question we have, I think August, I'll take this question. I'll take it from your side only. You can answer this. As Sandesh is supposed to be off, would be of not a better thing to use both Hamid and Hiroshi behind Bipin? Please discuss. He wants. us to discuss on this. Do you think Sandesh is off and that would be a play advantage for East Bengal tomorrow's game?
See, when it comes to Hiroshi, I
Hmm.
was not. His game. I mean, I was not impressed with the way he played. I thought maybe East Bengal should have removed, substituted him because he didn't add touch forward, he didn't add touch backwards, and at some places he looked slow. You see, and which you cannot afford to do that at this stage of the game. You need strong legs, and maybe the team was winning 3-1, but then that is not an excuse to play on with a player like that. So I would prefer if uh, maybe East Bengal plays somebody else in his place
Okay.
instead of because then the problem of it's not the question of Sandesh being there. It's the problem of when you play a team like FC Goa, you need the best 11 and best 11 who are capable of going all out. And for me, honestly, Hiroshi didn't fit the bill, and I don't think he would fit the bill. He could be tried in the second half, maybe,
Okay.
but
Okay.
it would be a risk if East Bengal tries playing him. That's my opinion after having watched him. Even after watching him in the practice match against Dempo,
Hmm.
I was not
Okay.
impressed.
Okay. 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 And Augusto, one thing I just wanted to ask that is Hamid will be available for selection for tomorrow? Will be at least he in the squad for tomorrow's game? Any update on that?
I have a feeling he will be there. And I also have a feeling the management didn't want to be very explicit about it. Though the
Okay.
assistant coach did say he practiced today in the morning and he practiced well. But he
Okay.
didn't go all out and say he's going to be there in the playing 11 because then someone did ask also, is Jay going to be playing first 11 or is Jay going to be put in like he was playing the last time? And he was elusive again. He didn't
Okay.
want to. So it all depends. I suppose they didn't want to discuss their plans for tomorrow.
Correct. That is correctly. I think that's no issue. I think, Janmay, any question from your side to
Uh,
Augusto?
yeah, Augusto bhai, I have one question.
Yeah.
That is, what is the state of Jackson Singh? I mean, how is he
Straight
being
up, I can't
treated
hear
there?
you.
I said, what is the state of Jackson Singh? Jackson Singh of East Bengal under
Uh,
Oscar.
Under Oscar, that's a question. Because you see, each player has his own style of playing with each coach. Like for example, if you ask me, it's going to be like this: what would Breezen play under? How would Breezen play under a different coach? Like today, Breezen was all out for Coach Manolo. The same thing like Jackson. How would Jackson play with another coach? It depends player to coach. I think it's the psychology between the two, and to be honest with you, I have not been able to understand that psychology, so I cannot really comment on what it is. To be honest,
Correct, correct, correct. And Augusto, one thing more, I think the people who are watching the stream do like the stream. And just one more thing, Augusto, from your side, any specific battles you are very very interested to see tomorrow? Any battle in the midfield, because midfield holds the key for tomorrow's game, as we were discussing also. Any of the specific battles do you think that would play a
I
detrimental
am-
factor?
I would be I am really expecting something special from the East Bengal Brazilian Manuel. I expect something strange from him tomorrow because you see he has a very nice style of football where he takes the game forward, he distributes the game, and he's got an eccentric shot at goal that deceives many goalkeepers. So I expect a lot from the Brazilian midfielder, and he and Saul and that the player I was speaking about, the guy who scored the first goal. expect the three of them to
Change.
change and
Exactly.
maybe, the three of them to snub the FC Goa game. I think these three players could make the difference tomorrow. A big difference that would
Uh,
ultimately help decide who is going to be the champions.
one more thing, I think, what is the ground condition today? Because how what was the ground condition? Is it better
It's good.
in October?
It
It
is.
has
It is.
improved, right?
See, the problem with that ground sign was on that level, on that sort of a ground, you cannot play two games within less than an hour. Ground is
Correct.
good, bound to get spoiled. That ground, basically, good ground needs at least 1 day of breathing space. And AIFF played two games in 1 day in less than an hour. I mean, you can't expect it to be good. Any ground is going to crack at that stage. And so, yes, there was no practice today. Hopefully, it should pick up tomorrow. Hopefully, it should pick
It,
up
it,
tomorrow.
it one more thing, Augusto. I think I just came to know from one of my friends in AIFF. Tomorrow, the spectators are free sitting. I think East stand has been given to East Bengal, or North stand has been given to Goa. Something, any information? Free of cost.
I have not read that, but I hope they do that because uh, there could be trouble. You see, there has been trouble in the past. I
Mhm.
remember one game where Churchill Brothers and East Bengal, I think one of the Calcutta teams was playing in Goa, and these Churchill Brothers friends went and hammered the East Bengal supporters, thinking that this guy was doing some black magic. But you couldn't hit a supporter. I was totally against it. So I'm sure and I hope that they separate the fans because
Mhm.
I think East Bengal fans cannot accept if their team is losing, and FC Goa fans too cannot accept that they're losing. So
Okay.
a separation would be the best way out. Otherwise, just inviting trouble.
Any pick for tomorrow's game, Augusto, from your side before you leave? Any whom do you think will eventually be the winners of tomorrow's game? Your gut feeling.
The team that scores first will win.
Old school Jeffrey Boycott's way of defining things. The first session holds the key. Right. I agree, and I think that will be very very important. I think first half. I think in our discussion, जो हम लोग आज बात भी की, I think all the audience can relate to it when I speak in Hindi. That जो हम लोग बात कर रहे हैं, first half will hold the key. First half, the way
Yes,
Goa plays every time when they play in ISL, whenever they played in the AFC Champions League, first half Goa has been very very inspirational performance they give in the first half. Second half, if East Bengal can wait and go for the kill in the second half, I think game would be more interesting. Thank you, Augusto, for
yes.
your time. I think
Yeah,
you can
thank you.
continue. We'll catch
Yeah,
up after tomorrow's game. May the best team
yes.
win.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Ciao. Good night to both of
Good
y'all.
night. Good night. Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Jan bhai, Agastu Sahib, he gave us his valuable input. I think he said, and he said one important thing. He said that the ground and everything is better condition. Goa, if you see, but he was very very confident that East Bengal will win this tournament. And I think many people going from Kolkata have this feeling that this is the tournament. I think East Bengal will make a comeback in Indian football by winning this tournament. Do you think? Because I'm having this gut feeling. Because I personally feel I don't judge the game, but I think somehow everything is clicking in their way before that. There is the law of averages. What we say in football, in
Yes.
cricket, law of averages. I think everything is it's falling in that. Do you agree with that? Do you?
Well,
I personally
exactly
feel that
the
West Bengal can
yes,
pull up a
exactly the
surprise.
gut feeling. Yes, the
Huh.
gut feeling. I also have this gut feeling that East Bengal will finally win something significant here. And this is one thing. But
Hmm.
also, I will have to go by certain points. Like
Correct.
um, you have to survive well in the first
Mhm.
half against Goa.
Mhm.
If East Bengal doesn't concede in the first half, I think East Bengal is will end the match on a winning
Mhm.
note. And also, I feel that the match may go to tiebreakers.
Okay.
This can also
Okay.
happen.
Okay.
but yes, on paper, or if we say about the momentum, the intensity that FC Goa will be bringing from AFC, uh, you know, and also Manolo's tactics, the way he switches on from the start of the game, and so this is why the first half is so important. Even
Do
if
you
East
think
Bengal
that
concede, I
Goan
think
flair, the Goan flair will have this impact? The Bryson, and if you see the how their flanks operate, East Bengal side backs need to be at top of their game when they face this, because हम लोग
yes,
देखें इस बंगाल के साइड बैक ही एक जगह है जहां पर लोगों ने पेनिट्रेट किया है। डिफेंसिवली इस्ट बंगाल स्ट्रांग है। अनवर अली देश के सबसे बेस्ट डिफेंडर आज के दिन में, ही इज द इंडियाज बेस्ट डिफेंडर राइट नाउ इन द कंट्री। वी हैव गॉट अनदर डिफेंडर केविन सिब्बल, जो मेरा मानना है काफी अंडररेटेड है आज के दिन में भी। केविन सिब्बल का जो इन्फ्लुएंस इस टीम में है, उनको उतना सब स्ट्राइकर्स मिडफील्डर्स को लेके वाह वाह कर रहे हैं। केविन सिब्बल्स इंक्लूजन इन दिस टीम आई थिंक हैज बीन वन ऑफ द की इंक्लूजन। आपको क्या लगता है, बिकॉज डिफेंसिवली ईस्ट बंगाल हैज बीन गुड, तो डू यू थिंक द साइड बैक्स नीड टू अप
that's
देयर गेम, ईस्ट बंगाल साइड बैक्स?
yes, I think because Brisson and Borja, I mean the way they take the game from middle to sideways, and also the way their fullbacks, the wingbacks support their wingers in the attacking phase. They have those. I have seen them linking beautifully on the wing, creating the space, providing wide. Brisson and Akash, they are well balanced in terms of offensive and defensive game. Uh, but I think, East Bengal fullbacks are also, you know, very good in terms of defensive. I mean, see, Rakib was a concern, but I think Rakib has already upped his game. The thing in case of Rakib will be don't go physical. I mean, you take time, provide the time for your fellow teammates to catch the game behind. You know, try to if there is chance, then try to make the tackles, but don't go too physical because then you may lose the ball. You may the players may go past you.
Same.
So this is what I want to say regarding Rakib. Joy Gupta, I think he brings the energy, the physicality, and he whenever he starts getting beaten, he goes physical. He is that that big game, big mentality player. Never say die issue. So
Correctly,
and
correct.
of course Anwar and Kevin. I mean, I think maybe the best center back duo in India right now. Maybe in terms of
Correct.
defending, also playing from the back, helping the build up.
जिसमें और एक चीज जो मेरा दिमाग में बार बार आ रहा है, जो आई थिंक ईस्ट बंगाल के लिए काफी काफी इंपॉर्टेंट रहेगा। पहला चीज है, ईस्ट बंगाल का डिफेंसिवली ईस्ट बंगाल काफी सूद है, अच्छा खेल रहा है। गोल स्कोरिंग के लिए कल आपको अगर ऑस्कर की जगह होता, ऑस्कर तो कल जो भी है आई थिंक प्लानिंग विल बी डन बाय हिम ओनली। Do you think that Hamid should get in a call in ahead of Hiroshi, or you think Hiroshi should only start the game, tomorrow's game?
As I said earlier that हिरोशी इधर एक भाईजान ने कह रहा था कि हिरोशी why not Hamid on the wing. The thing is Hamid, yes, tactically when you play Hamid as one of two strikers and then the coach makes the interchange 4-4-2 then 4-3-3, he can be versatile in those cases, operating as the second striker, even number 10, even on the wing, taking filling the spaces. But he is not the traditional winger that you'll put him on Mahesh's place or Bipin's place, and then he will operate, doing the dribblings and then creating chances. He is not like that. And if we remember the game against Dempo, he was indeed on the right wing, but he wasn't that much effective. And
Correctly.
at the start of the season, you see, he scored against Mohun Bagan. We
Mhm.
thought that okay, fine, he may be, come clutch in games where goals are needed. But
Mhm.
unfortunately, I don't know why exactly he went down. I think still, I would say that I would support Hiroshi to start the game, and then you
Okay.
must bring Hamid in the second half because
Mhm.
as we have spoken, FC Goa will be out, will be spending 80 to 90% of their energy in the first 60 minutes.
Correct.
Giving you the chance to dictate the game in the second half or in the last 30 minutes. So in
Correct.
that case, if you bring Hamid, the intensity he brings,
Mhm.
the positioning sense, the way he fills the gaps,
Mhm.
all those running, pushing, pressing. Also, he has this eye for the goal.
Correct.
So I think Hamid, you must keep Hamid. I think what I would support to bring him in the second half. Start with Hiroshi, but
Mhm.
you gotta bring Hamid in the second half. But also it all, as I said, it all depends on the how the game progresses
Mhm.
based on the match reading and all.
आई थिंक वो सबसे बड़ा इम्पोर्टेंट चीज होने वाला है जिशान भाई, दैट हाउ द मैच रीडिंग काफी इंपॉर्टेंट होने वाला है कल का गेम में. आई थिंक दैट वुड बी वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट. एंड मैं एज एन ईस्ट बंगाल जो सपोर्टर्स है उनको बोलूंगा दैट ऑस्कर नहीं रहना. आई थिंक पर्सनली मेरा बोलने का मतलब है, आई थिंक जब गेम स्टार्ट हो जाता है उनका प्रेजेंस का वहां पर, आई थिंक ईस्ट बंगाल विल समहाउ मिस हिम बिकॉज वो ऑन द फील्ड जो आई थिंक ही विल डिक्टेट, वो करेंगे सब कुछ, बट समहाउ ही, अगर वो रहता है आई थिंक वो एक एडवांटेज रहता है. बट सीइंग एवरीथिंग जिशन भाई, जो मेरा मानना है, एवरीथिंग हाउ द, आई मे बी रॉन्ग ऑल्सो, मैं गलत भी हो सकता हूँ, ये मॉर्निंग के साथ बोल रहा हूँ, बट मेरा मानना है ईस्ट बंगाल इज पिकिंग एट द राइट टाइम. जो चैंपियनशिप जीतते हैं ना, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रहता है पिकिंग एट द राइट टाइम. ईस्ट बंगाल अभी तक पीक किया है. एंड अगर आप देखोगे द वे ईस्ट बंगाल हैज वोन द गेम्स, but in the first game which was a draw against गोवा के साथ जो इस बंगाल ड्रॉ किया था in Bambolim, but it was a different stadium, and now they are playing in Fatorda. The stadium is also changed. So East Bengal is speaking at the right time. So कल आपका फेवरेट कौन है? बिफोर वी रैप अप द शो, तो आपका हिसाब से कौन फेवरेट है टू विन दिस सुपर
I,
का
I
मतलब?
will be rooting. I will be rooting for East Bengal. I think FC Goa will be slightly favorite, but not that much that East Bengal won't win or something like that. No, I think East
Okay.
Bengal has a great chance to win this game. We know the tactical details. We have discussed it throughout this entire program. East Bengal
हाँ.
officials know, Oscar knows, the players are aware. So I think uh, I believe East Bengal can win.
Chances are there.
I see them
Somehow
winning. I see them winning. I see them winning.
I think आप
Although yes, this may sound contradictory. This may sound contradictory as I am saying that okay, on paper East is slightly favorite, but also I feel that East Bengal, because you see we have been emphasizing on that first half, second half matter.
part. Correct,
See,
correct, correct.
and everybody knows that. Even Augusto Bhai has also told so.
Correct.
And we have seen the match, Goa's match against Mumbai, and also all other matches. So
Correct.
I think FC Goa is very much beatable. East Bengal has their own ability to make this happen.
Mhm.
They have the team, they have the midfield, importantly, and
Mhm.
of course Hiroshi and Hamid. They are not
Mhm.
at their best, but they will not be sitting. I mean, they will not be outsiders. I mean, they won't be. You know, I believe they won't disappoint, especially Hiroshi. I'm willing to bet on Hiroshi.
मगर कल अगर ईस्ट बंगाल जीत गया भाई, कोलकाता में तो आई थिंक, कोलकाता गोवा में भी आई थिंक, गोवा में जो सपोर्टर्स जा रहे, ही ऑस्कर विल बिकम बिग हीरो इन कोलकाता मैदान फुटबॉल. आई थिंक ऑस्कर विल मेक अ स्ट्रॉन्ग स्टेटमेंट आफ्टर इफ दे विन दिस टूर्नामेंट. सो Let's have Kolyan Mukherjee says a very important thing. We should be careful about Bora Herrera. I think जो मैं बोल रहा था, Bora has a very good record in Super Cup, and that is a worrying factor for me. I think keeping all that factors aside, I think we should be careful about Bora Herrera. 100% I agree, and I think Siverio is also playing tomorrow, so we have to be aware of our of East Bengal's ex two players what East Bengal had. So my prediction, I think I see East Bengal winning this tournament. And I think the way East Bengal has clicked, and I think somehow East Bengal will win this tournament tomorrow. So let's see. जो देख रहे थे सब अपना कमेंट करके बताइए आपको कौन लगता है कौन जीतेगा. हमारा मेरा आकलन है that East Bengal is ahead to win this tournament. I think they are picking at the right time, and picking at the right time is very important to win a tournament. I think that's very important. So let's see what happened. And thanks to Arman for the super chat. Thank you, bhai. Tomorrow my game. Thanks. But let's see. I think tomorrow after the game we'll have again the show is Jishan Bhai will be with us, and we'll be joined by Nausad Musa, Indian under 23 team coach, and we'll be joined by another ex-international player. One will come once we are getting confirmed about it. Thank you all who have watched this video and the show. Do like, share, and subscribe, and do comment your thoughts about the show and what do you think about the game. Thank you. Goodbye from our side. Good night. Good night.